So hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing good. It's time for my monthly favourites, one of my favourites to film, and a lot of you love these. A lot of you creeping up to the time ask me, where's the favourites, where's the monthly favourites, and I've had messages saying, where's March favourites? So it's time for March favourites. Got a bit of a mixture, very much a mixture here, but nonetheless, always keep it real, things that I've been genuinely loving and using a lot throughout the month. So shall we start with, we'll start with a couple of books. Now, really pleased with myself this month. I finished 2 books. Yes, I did. And I love that feeling when I've finished books, I've thoroughly enjoyed them, and I've got a new book there waiting. Does anyone else feel like that? We'll start with this one. Finish This, Do No Harm by Jack Jordan. A skilled surgeon makes the best murderer. Okay, I'll read the blurb on the back. My child has been taken and I've been given a choice. Kill a patient on the operating table or lose my son forever. The man lies in front of me. As a surgeon, it's my job to save him. As a mother, I know I must kill him. You might think that I'm a monster, but there really is only one choice. I must get away with murder or never see my son again. This was so good. Really edge of your seat stuff. Slight, I would say, twists towards the end. If you've read it, you'll know what I mean. So each chapter is written, it's from, I think it's from either 3 or 4 different characters' point of views, the story, which works really, really well. So really recommend this book. Do No Harm, such a good thriller. Some of the reviews, brilliant, relentlessly tense, gripping and addictive, and it really was. I finished this one pretty quick, so really recommend that one. And then at the other end of the spectrum, I've had this quite a while. I bought this when we visited Stratford-upon-Avon the first time, so that's going back quite a few months. And I got this from the William Shakespeare gift shop, and it's been sitting by my bed waiting for me to start it. I started it and I have finished it, and I absolutely loved it. I think one of the reasons I enjoyed it so much is because I could picture the places, because I'd visited Stratford-upon-Avon and we went to Shakespeare's birthplace, we went to Anne Hathaway's cottage, his school, etc. I could picture them places in my mind while I was reading, so it gave me like a reference, if that makes sense. I could picture it in my mind and made it more enjoyable. Although I will say, I wish I'd read this before I went. So when I did visit the places, I sort of would have had this in my head, if that makes any sense. So the book's called Hamet. It's a combination, I would say, of fiction and truth. The book focuses on William's, although he's never named in the book, but it is him. It's focusing on William and Anne's relationship, although she is called Agnes in the book. It can appear a bit complicated, but once you get the gist, it focuses on their relationship going back, and then also brings it back to the present time then, when they had 3 children. They had a son called Hamet, and it focuses on him. But it takes place obviously around Stratford, and hence why I enjoyed picturing the places in my head while I was reading it. I'll read the back. On a summer's day in 1536, or is that 15? I haven't got my reading glasses on. Oh wow. On a summer's day in 1596, a young girl in Stratford-upon-Avon takes to her bed with a sudden fever. Her twin brother Hamet searches everywhere for help. Why is nobody at home? Their mother Agnes, Anne, is over a mile away in the garden where she's medicinal herbs. Their father is working in London. Neither parent knows that Hamet will not survive the week. Hamet is a novel inspired by the son of a famous playwright, a boy whose life had been all but forgotten, but whose name was given to one of the most celebrated plays ever written. Some of the reviews: glorious, extraordinary, dazzling, devastating, miraculous, beautiful, and burst with life. Really, really good. Obviously, two completely different books, but if you have, I mean, you'll enjoy it anyway, but especially if you visited Stratford-upon-Avon and visited Shakespeare's birthplace, school, etc., then you will really enjoy this and you'll be able to picture it in your mind. You know what I mean. Okay, next we've got a couple of, like, I guess, beauty body items. I have to say this particular one was kindly gifted to me in a set for Mother's Day. It is the Sanctuary Spa Signature Natural Oils Body Butter 7-Day Moisture. Now, I had never used Sanctuary Spa products before. My mum is a great big fan of them, and I'd never really took much notice. And then I was very kindly sent this package on Mother's Day, and it had the body butter, the bath salts and the shower oil. I used the bath salts for the first time yesterday, but this I've been using throughout March, and it's lovely. I've been using this every morning after my shower or bath. As you can see, quite a bit. Yeah, I've still got quite a bit left. If you look at the bit, it has like tiny, the smell, very distinctive Sanctuary Spa smell. If you're a regular user of Sanctuary Spa, you'll know what I mean. It's a definite, like, spa fresh smell. The body butter has like little bits in, I'm not sure what they are, the little bits in it. Maybe it says on here, I don't know. Melting pearls body butter. So the little bits there, like the melting pearls. And this is really lovely. It makes the skin super soft, and smelling really fresh. So I've really enjoyed using this throughout March, and I think it has made me also, I would definitely look at repurchasing another Sanctuary Spa body butter. It's quite a luxurious feel, and the smell is really lovely. So I was really pleased with that, and I've been using that lots and lots throughout March, so definitely a favourite. Next one, Eyeshadow Palette. Now, I have been loving these. This one in particular I've used throughout March. It's the Morphe. Now, I'm not sure, I don't believe I've shown this. I've only had this a couple of months, and I don't believe I showed it in February favourites. Absolutely love Morphe palettes. My daughter actually got me into Morphe palettes. I bought her one for Christmas, and it looked really nice, and I was saying to her, like, you know, are they good, blah blah blah. She said they're really good and really affordable. So this is the 9V Vintage Rose eyeshadow palette. Now, I love my natural colour eyeshadows. I don't like anything too garish, and this is lovely, if you can see. So this one I will use all over my lid, and then I will use various different ones in the crease. Mostly this one here I tend to gravitate towards, but also there's like some darker, duskier pinks also for night time. They're very pigmented, really last. Not too glittery, quite a matte look, and really worth the money. I think this palette, I think it was something like £9 or £10. I got it from ASOS, and I can't recommend Morphe palettes enough. I've never used like the Morphe skin like blushes or bronzers or anything, so I can only say about the eyeshadows, but really good palette. 9V Vintage Rose. Okay, so next up we have some laundry products. Yes, we do. We all love a nice fresh laundry smell. We all like a new one when it comes out. Great marketing, isn't it? I have been absolutely loving this one. It's the new Mrs. Hinch's Vacay Vibes edition. It's Orange Blossom and Coastal Cypress. So you can see I actually haven't got loads left here. If you can see, it's about, I think it's about down to there, and the last bit's always so hard to squeeze out, isn't it, in these containers. But it's a lovely fresh smell. Also, I haven't got much of this left either. I've been using the Lenore Outdoorables in the same scent, and then not many of these left either. The Lenore In Wash Scent Boosters in the same scent also. I got all of these from Home Bargains. but I think they've brought them out everywhere now. I think you can get them in, I've seen them in B&M, Tesco's. It's a lovely, lovely smell, and always great marketing what they do, isn't it? Everyone goes mad for like the new, like seasonal scents. Human nature. But this is a really, really lovely one. It's not too, I know she's brought some out before, or the summer seasonal one before has been quite sort of like, what's the word, Caribbean floral scents, which are not really my thing, but this is lovely with the orange and the coastal cypress. It's a lovely fresh scent, so totally recommend that for your washing. So I put my washing outside to dry. Yes, I have today, although it is very rainy and dull today. It has been lovely, and I've been washing all them blankets and getting the blankets clean and lovely. For next, some wax melts and the actual burner. Now I'm going to show you these because I am really impressed with these, and I think a lot of you will like these. Now I got this, I've actually got two. I got one for the living room and I got one for the kitchen. This is the one out the kitchen. So it's a wax melt burner or oil burner. Very simple looking. I absolutely loved. I thought this looked very H&M home to me. That's what it was giving me. It's like a creamy stone, as you can see. Very, very simple design. So these were from B&M. They were only £4 each. Been using this in the last couple of weeks of March. Absolutely been loving my wax melts. And the great thing about this, if you're a big fan of like wax melts and all of that, you will know exactly where I'm coming from with this. When you've burnt one and then it goes solid and you want to take that one out the next day, it comes out so easy. If you know, you know. No scraping, but it comes out so easy. You can actually see there, I don't know if you can see where one of my wax melts come to there. It's such a deep bit to put the wax melts in. So deep, like you could put one of them big like Yankee Candle ones in, so deep, and I loved that. And the wax melt, it comes out so easy, no scraping. So I can thoroughly recommend these burners, absolutely love it. And then with these, I've been loving these. Now these, I can't recommend these enough. These are from Home Bargains. They are 79p. They come in a little tin like this, and this particular scent is rosemary and sage, which is right up my street anyway. And each wax melt, now you get 10 wax melts in each little pot. Okay, so 10 wax melts for 79p. And the smell. The smell is just my ideal smell, rosemary and sage. And they look like this. So each wax melt is like a little flower like that. So good. Absolutely love them. I've got 1, 2, 3, I've got 5 left. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I've got 6 left, so I've used 4 of them. Absolutely love them for 79p. Next time I go back in, I'm going to get some more. I think they have had different scents, but I've never really took a lot of notice of them. But the rosemary and sage just stood out to me, and I thought I'll try them. And so good for 79p. Really, really nice. So been absolutely loving them too in the last couple of weeks of March. And lastly, I need to drink. Lastly, we will finish with, I think probably my most favourite thing throughout March has been walking. Going for long walks, getting that fresh air. For me, at times, just going for a long walk has been, I'm not going to go as far as to say a lifesaver, that's quite extreme, but it has really, really helped my mental health so much. I wish I'd started walking more a long time ago. I think I've spent so much time in the car over the years, and I wish I had started taking long walks a long time ago. But throughout March, we done a lot. Atticus loves walking also, luckily. So it's not like a chore to like get him out on a walk, which makes it even easier. And we've had some lovely long walks, and it completely regenerates, you know my pronunciation. It just completely makes me feel better, refreshed, clears my mind, and helps my mental health so much, and obviously as well getting them steps in and the physical fitness side of it also. So walking has been probably my favourite thing in March. They were my March favourites. What are April favourites going to bring? I think a lot of that will probably be focused on, we've got a vacation in Cornwall coming up, so some of my April favourites I think will involve maybe some things from Cornwall, which will be interesting. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you very, very soon for another video. Bye.